Nature does not forgive the weak. In every corner of the planet, from the African savannas to the frozen depths of the oceans, a silent war takes place every day. It is the struggle for survival, where only the most adapted, the fastest, the most intelligent manage to thrive. And at the top of this relentless pyramid are the predators. Creatures shaped by millions of years of evolution for a single function: to hunt. Scattered across the most diverse ecosystems on Earth, these animals have developed impressive arsenals: claws that tear, jaws that crush, venoms that paralyze, speeds that defy physics. And intelligences that rival our own. Each of them represents the apex of adaptation in their environment, a perfect response to the challenges imposed by nature. They are not villains, they are survivors. They are not cruel, they are efficient. In this video, you will discover the 15 most successful predators in the animal kingdom, a journey that begins with impressive hunters and gradually advances to reveal the one that occupies the absolute throne of predation. Each encounter brings not only power, but strategy, beauty, and stories that show how wildlife has adapted to dominate. Jumping spider. On practically every continent except Antarctica, in environments ranging from tropical forests to urban gardens, lives one of the most surprising hunters in the animal world, the jumping spider. With more than 6,000 known species, it represents the largest family of spiders on the planet. Its small size, usually not exceeding 0.6 inches, hides an extraordinarily sophisticated hunting machine. What makes the jumping spider unique is its exceptional vision. It has 8 eyes, with 2 enormous frontal ones that function like high-precision binoculars, capable of seeing colors, calculating distances, and tracking movements with visual acuity unmatched among invertebrates. This vision allows it to plan each attack with surgical precision before executing it. In its hunting behavior, it does not build webs to capture prey. Instead, it stalks, ambushes, and leaps onto its victims with impressive speed and precision. It can jump up to 50 times its own body length, the equivalent of a human jumping a football field. Before each jump, it attaches a silk thread as a safety line, demonstrating planning and intelligence. The jumping spider's success rate is remarkable for such a small predator. Studies indicate that it captures its prey in approximately 60% of attempts, an impressive number considering it actively hunts rather than waiting in traps. It feeds on insects, other spiders, and even prey larger than itself. The jumping spider represents the beginning of this list as proof that success in predation does not depend on size or brute force. Sometimes the combination of sharp senses, intelligence, and agility surpasses any physical advantage. It is a reminder that in the animal kingdom, the small can also be great hunters. "14. Praying mantis. In fields, forests, and gardens of tropical and temperate regions around the world, especially in Africa, Asia, and the Americas, lives one of the most fascinating and lethal insects on the planet, the praying mantis. Its characteristic posture, with front legs folded as if in prayer, hides one of the fastest and deadliest traps in the invertebrate world. The praying mantis is a master of ambush. It can remain absolutely motionless for hours, camouflaged among leaves and flowers, waiting for an unsuspecting prey to approach. When the moment comes, its front legs fire in less than 100 milliseconds, too fast for the human eye to follow, capturing the victim with sharp spines that function like a deadly cage. Its vision is extraordinary among insects. It is the only invertebrate known to see in 3 dimensions, using stereoscopic vision to calculate distances with millimetric precision. This ability, combined with a head that can rotate 180 degrees, allows it to track prey without moving its body and revealing its position. The praying mantis's success rate is impressive, reaching 85% in some species when prey enters its attack range. It feeds on insects. Spiders and larger species can capture small birds, lizards, and even rodents. The female is famous for occasionally devouring the male during or after mating, a behavior that, although rare in nature, contributed to its dark fame. The praying mantis demonstrates that patience and precision can be as effective as speed and strength. On this list, it represents ambush predators, those who transform waiting into art and attack into exact science. "13. Reticulated python. In tropical forests, mangroves, and areas near rivers of Southeast Asia, especially in Indonesia, the Philippines, and Malaysia, glides the largest snake in the world, the reticulated python. With records of individuals exceeding 26 feet in length, it is one of the few creatures capable of seeing an adult human as potential prey. Its muscular body and net-like scale pattern make it an imposing presence in the forest. The reticulated python has no venom. Its weapon is constriction, a technique refined by millions of years of evolution. It attacks with surprising speed, sinking dozens of backward curved teeth into the prey and immediately wrapping its body around the victim. With each exhalation of the prey, it squeezes tighter, not breaking bones but interrupting blood circulation, till causing cardiac arrest within minutes. In hunting behavior, it is a patient and opportunistic ambush predator. It can wait days in the same location, perfectly motionless, until suitable prey passes within reach. It feeds on medium-sized mammals, birds, reptiles, and in documented cases, pigs, deer, and even humans. Its dislocating jaw allows it to swallow prey much larger than its own head. The reticulated python's success rate is high when it decides to attack, estimated at over 90% for prey within its reach. It rarely fails, because it only attacks when absolutely certain. After a large meal, it can go months without eating again, slowly digesting while conserving energy. The reticulated python represents the power of brute force combined with infinite patience. On this list, it reminds us that some predators don't need speed or venom, just relentless muscles and time. 12. Golden eagle. In mountains, steppes, and open terrain of the Northern Hemisphere, especially in North America, Europe, and Asia, reigns one of the most powerful and revered birds of prey in the world, the golden eagle. With a wingspan that can exceed 7.5 feet and talons capable of exerting pressure greater than a Rottweiler's bite, it dominates the skies like few predators can. The golden eagle possesses legendary vision, estimated at 4 to 8 times more powerful than human vision. It can spot a hare from more than 2 miles away and detect the smallest movements on the ground while soaring hundreds of feet high. Its eyes occupy so much space in the skull that they can barely move, compensated by an ability to turn its head at wide angles. In hunting behavior, it combines patience with devastating attacks. It can soar for hours, using thermal currents to conserve energy until identifying prey. Then it dives at speeds that can exceed 150 meters per hour, striking the victim with talons that pierce and crush simultaneously. It hunts hares, foxes, marmots, birds, and even fawns and young mountain goats. The golden eagle's success rate varies between 20% and 30% in individual hunts, but can increase significantly when hunting in pairs, a strategy used especially against larger prey. Golden eagle pairs frequently work together, with one distracting the prey while the other attacks. The golden eagle symbolizes absolute aerial dominance. On this list, it represents predators that have transformed the sky into their hunting territory, proving that elevated perspective and patience can be weapons as lethal as claws and teeth. (11) Gray wolf. In forests, tundras, mountains, and prairies of the Northern Hemisphere, especially in North America, Europe, and Asia, lives one of the most intelligent and adaptable social predators on the planet, the gray wolf. Organized in packs with complex hierarchies, it has transformed cooperation into its greatest weapon, hunting prey much larger than any individual could capture alone. The gray wolf possesses a formidable combination of physical attributes: jaws with bite pressure of up to 400 psi, endurance to pursue prey for dozens of miles, and sharp senses including hearing capable of detecting sounds from 6 miles away, and a sense of smell 100 times more sensitive than humans. But its true strength lies in social intelligence. In hunting behavior, the pack functions as a coordinated military unit. Wolves work together to surround, tire, and corner prey, such as moose, bison, and caribou. They communicate through vocalizations, body language, and strategies that seem planned in advance. Some wolves pursue, while others cut off escape routes. Demonstrating sophisticated division of tasks. The gray wolf's success rate in pack hunts varies between 10% and 50%, depending on the prey and conditions. Although it seems low, it's remarkable considering they frequently face animals 10 times their size. Persistence is key. A pack can pursue a moose for hours until it tires. The gray wolf demonstrates that cooperation can overcome individual limitations. On this list, it represents social predators, those who understood that together they are infinitely more powerful than alone. Great white shark. In temperate and tropical coastal waters of all oceans, especially in South Africa, Australia, California, and Mexico, reigns the most iconic predator of the seas, the great white shark. At up to 20 feet long and over 2 tons in weight, it is the personification of oceanic power. A hunting machine perfected by 400 million years of evolution, older than the dinosaurs, the great white shark possesses an unmatched sensory arsenal. It can detect a drop of blood diluted in millions of liters of water, sense the electrical fields generated by its prey's heartbeats through organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, and perceive vibrations in the water from great distances. Its eyes have a reflective layer that amplifies light in dark waters. In hunting behavior, it is a calculating strategist. Its favorite technique against seals is the surprise attack from the depths, hitting the prey with explosive speed of up to 25 mph. This initial impact is frequently fatal or incapacitating. It also performs exploratory bites to evaluate unknown prey, which explains many non-fatal attacks on humans. The great white shark's success rate varies significantly. Against young or distracted seals, it can exceed 50%. Against experienced adult seals, it drops to less than 20%. This variation shows that even the most feared predator of the oceans faces constant challenges and failures. The great white shark represents the apex of marine predatory evolution. On this list, it reminds us that the oceans have their own kings, creatures that dominate an environment covering 70% of our planet. Nine, leopard. In forests, savannas, mountains, and even urban areas of Africa and Asia lives the most adaptable and versatile feline on the planet, the leopard. It thrives in environments where lions and tigers cannot, from the snows of the Himalayas to the suburbs of Mumbai. This extraordinary adaptability makes it one of the most successful predators in terms of geographic distribution. The leopard combines strength disproportionate to its size with perfect feline agility. It can carry prey twice its weight to the top of trees, protecting its meal from lions and hyenas. Its muscles are dense and powerful, allowing leaps of up to 20 feet horizontally and 10 feet vertically. Its spotted coat offers perfect camouflage in virtually any environment. In hunting behavior, it is the master of solitary ambush. It approaches silently to within a few meters of prey before exploding in a lightning attack. Usually targeting the throat for a quick death by asphyxiation. It hunts everything: antelopes, wild boars, monkeys, birds, reptiles, and even fish. In urban areas, it adapts to hunting dogs, cats, and domestic animals. The leopard's success rate is impressive, estimated between 30% and 40% in hunts, superior to most big cats. Its dietary versatility means it rarely goes hungry, always finding something to hunt regardless of conditions. The leopard represents adaptability as the key to success. On this list, it demonstrates that the most successful predator is not always the largest or strongest, but the one that can thrive in any circumstance. Eight, saltwater crocodile. In estuaries, mangroves, coastal rivers, and marine waters of northern Australia, Southeast Asia, and Pacific Islands reigns the largest living reptile on the planet. The saltwater crocodile, with males that can exceed 20 feet in length and weigh over a ton, it is a living fossil, a predator that hunted dinosaurs and survived all mass extinctions over the last 200 million years. The saltwater crocodile possesses the most powerful bite ever recorded in any living animal, with force up to 3,700 bss. Enough to crush bones like twigs. Its teeth are not made for chewing, but for grabbing and not letting go. It can remain submerged for over an hour, invisible, waiting for the perfect moment to attack. In hunting behavior, it is the absolute master of aquatic ambush. It remains motionless in the water, with only eyes and nostrils exposed until prey approaches the shore. The attack is explosive, too fast for any reaction. It drags the victim into the water and executes the famous death roll, spinning violently to tear apart prey too large to swallow whole. The saltwater crocodile's success rate in ambushes is extraordinary, estimated at over 60% when prey is within reach. It feeds on fish, birds, mammals, other reptiles, and any animal that gets too close to the water, including buffalo, sharks, and humans. The saltwater crocodile represents evolutionary perfection through persistence. On this list, it reminds us that some designs are so efficient they don't need to change, even after hundreds of millions of years. Seven, orca. In all the world's oceans, from the frozen waters of Antarctica to tropical seas, reigns the most intelligent and versatile predator of the seas, the orca. Despite the popular name killer whale, it is actually the largest member of the dolphin family. At up to 30 feet long and 6 tons in weight, it combines physical power with intelligence that rivals that of great apes. The orca possesses an extraordinarily developed brain, with areas associated with emotion and social cognition proportionally larger than humans. It lives in matriarchal family groups with distinct cultures, unique vocal dialects, and hunting techniques passed down from generation to generation. Different orca populations specialize in different prey and develop completely distinct strategies. In hunting behavior, the orca demonstrates unparalleled creativity and cooperation. Some populations create coordinated waves to knock seals off ice floes. Others intentionally beach themselves to capture sea lions. Some hunt great white sharks, flipping them upside down to induce tonic immobility. There are groups that hunt blue whales, the largest animal that ever existed. The orca's success rate is the highest among large marine predators, estimated between 60% and 90%, depending on the prey and strategy used. When orcas decide to hunt something, they rarely fail. Their combination of intelligence, teamwork, and physical power is simply overwhelming. The orca represents the apex of intelligent predation. On this list, it demonstrates that the brain can be the most powerful weapon of all, transforming each hunt into a coordinated operation of military precision. 6. Lion. In the savannas, grasslands, and semi-arid areas of sub-Saharan Africa, with a small remnant population in India, reigns the only truly social feline in the world, the lion. Known as the king of the jungle, although it mainly inhabits savannas, it built its legend through a unique combination of power, presence, and social organization that no other big cat possesses. The male lion is one of the most imposing sights in the animal kingdom. At up to 550 pounds and with a mane that amplifies its appearance, It intimidates rivals and impresses females. But it is the lionesses that do most of the hunting. Working in coordinated groups, they surround, pursue, and bring down prey that none could capture alone, from zebras and wildebeest to buffalo and young giraffes. In hunting behavior, the lion pride functions as a tactical unit. Lionesses position themselves strategically, some serving as drivers that direct prey toward other ambushes. Communication is subtle but efficient, using body positioning and coordinated movements. When they attack, they aim to bring down the prey and suffocate it with a bite to the throat or muzzle. The lion's success rate varies between 15% and 30% in typical hunts, but can increase significantly against cornered prey or in large groups of lions. Although it seems low, the social strategy allows them to try multiple times and share success, ensuring the pride rarely goes hungry for long. The lion represents the power of society and predation. On this list, it demonstrates that true royalty in the animal kingdom comes not only from individual strength, but from the ability to lead and cooperate. Five, tiger. In tropical forests, mangroves, temperate forests, and grasslands of Asia, from frozen Siberia to the jungles of India and Indonesia, lives the largest feline on the planet, the tiger. With males that can exceed 660 pounds and 10 feet in length, it is the personification of feline power in its most extreme form. Unlike the lion, the tiger is a solitary hunter that depends only on itself. The tiger combines immense strength with surprising stealth for its size. Its stripes, unique like fingerprints, break up its silhouette in vegetation, making it nearly invisible until the moment of attack. It can bring down prey 3 times its weight and drag buffalo carcasses for hundreds of meters. Its front paws are so powerful that a single blow can crush a bear's skull. In hunting behavior, the tiger is the master of silent approach. It crawls patiently through vegetation, sometimes for hours, until it is within a few meters of prey. Then it explodes in a lightning attack, usually targeting the nape or throat for an instant kill. It hunts deer, wild boar, buffalo, antelope, and in some regions, even bears and crocodiles. The tiger's success rate is estimated between 5% and 10% in hunts, one of the lowest among big cats. This reflects the difficulty of hunting large, alert prey alone. However, when a tiger manages to capture large prey, it can feed on it for several days, compensating for previous failures. The tiger represents solitary power in its purest form. On this list, it demonstrates that some predators don't need packs or prides, just strength, patience, and absolute determination. Four, king cobra. In dense tropical forests, mangroves, and areas near rivers of India, Southeast Asia, and southern China, glides the largest venomous snake on the planet, the king cobra. With individuals that can exceed 18 feet in length, it is one of the few snakes that feeds almost exclusively on other snakes, including highly venomous species. It is a predator of predators. The king cobra possesses potent neurotoxic venom, capable of killing an elephant or 20 adult humans with a single bite. But what makes it truly unique is the quantity. It can inject up to 0.2 fluid ounces of venom in a single bite, far more than any other venomous snake. Its venom attacks the nervous system, causing respiratory paralysis within minutes. In hunting behavior, it is an active and intelligent pursuer. Unlike many snakes that ambush prey, the king cobra tracks other snakes using its highly sensitive forked tongue and actively pursues them. It is immune to the venom of most snakes it hunts, allowing it to attack cobras, kraits, and other dangerous species without fear. The king cobra's success rate is extraordinarily high, estimated at over 80% when it decides to attack prey. Its combination of size, speed, venom, and immunity makes it virtually invincible in confrontations with other snakes. It rarely fails because it chooses its battles intelligently. The king cobra represents extreme specialization in predation. On this list, it demonstrates that dominating a specific niche, even if it means hunting other predators, can be an extraordinarily successful evolutionary strategy. Three, polar bear. In the Arctic, among ice floes, frozen waters, and coastal tundras of Canada, Russia, Norway, Greenland, and Alaska, reigns the largest terrestrial predator on the planet, the polar bear. With males that can weigh over 1,500 pounds and measure 10 feet tall when standing, it is a force of nature adapted to survive and hunt in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The polar bear possesses extraordinary adaptations for its environment. Its fur, which appears white but is actually transparent, and its black skin underneath maximize solar heat absorption. It can swim for over 60 miles without rest, has a sense of smell capable of detecting seals from a mile away and under 3 feet of compacted snow, and its enormous paws function as snowshoes and paddles. In hunting behavior, it is a patient and strategic predator. Its main technique is waiting motionless beside seal-breathing holes in the ice, sometimes for hours, until a seal emerges to breathe. Then it attacks with explosive speed, using its powerful claws and jaws to capture the prey before it escapes. It also hunts seals resting on ice, approaching by crawling or swimming underwater. The polar bear's success rate varies between 10% and 20% in typical hunts, reflecting the difficulty of capturing alert seals in their own element. However, a single adult seal provides enough fat to sustain the bear for over a week, making each success extremely valuable. The polar bear represents extreme adaptation to hostile environments. On this list, it demonstrates that success in predation sometimes means dominating a territory where few others now can survive. Two, dragonfly. In lakes, rivers, swamps, and wetlands on all continents except Antarctica, flies one of the oldest and most efficient predators that ever existed, the dragonfly. With a design virtually unchanged for 300 million years, it was already hunting insects when dinosaurs didn't yet exist. Its evolutionary success is so absolute that it has become the standard against which all other aerial predators are measured. The dragonfly possesses an extraordinary visual system. Its compound eyes contain up to 30,000 individual facets, covering nearly 360 degrees of vision and detecting movements with unmatched precision. It can see colors that humans can't even imagine, including ultraviolet and polarized light. Its brain processes visual information so quickly that the world seems to move in slow motion for it. In hunting behavior, it is an aerial interceptor of absolute precision. Unlike other predators that chase prey, the dragonfly calculates trajectories and flies to where the prey will be, not where it is. This predictive interception capability is so sophisticated that it inspired guided missile algorithms. It captures mosquitoes, flies, bees, and even other dragonflies in mid-flight. The dragonfly's success rate is the highest of any known predator, estimated between 90% and 97%. This means it captures virtually all prey it decides to hunt. No other animal on the planet comes close to this. Efficiency. It is, statistically, the most successful predator that ever existed. The dragonfly represents evolutionary perfection in predation. On this list, it occupies second place, not for lack of merit, but because first place belongs to a predator whose influence transcends any individual statistic. One, human being, then the brain. The human being developed. Throughout this journey, we crossed forests, savannas, oceans, and skies to meet creatures that represent the apex of predatory evolution. Each animal presented here is not a villain of nature, but a masterpiece of adaptation. A perfect response to the challenges imposed by survival. Claws, teeth, venoms, and brains are tools, not weapons of destruction. They are the language of life in its eternal quest to continue existing. From the smallest dragonfly to the largest polar bear, we learned that success in predation takes infinite forms. Some dominate through strength, others through intelligence, others through patience, others through cooperation. There is no single formula for winning the game of survival, only constant adaptation to nature's ever-changing rules. And perhaps the greatest lesson comes from the predator that occupies the top of this list. We, human beings, have proven that intelligence can overcome any physical limitation. But we have also proven that success without wisdom can be destructive. The other predators on this list kill to survive. It is up to us to decide whether we will use our extraordinary power to preserve or destroy the world that gave us origin.